Okay. Space boats. Yeah, that's a way to look at it. Space boats. The theme to this show is so good. Okay, let's start a new game, guys. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's not waste any time. Let's get into this. Space boats is Stellaris. Uh-oh. That's ominous. We do, Gabe.
Listen, come on. Listen to me, damn it. Come and listen to me.
You'll be okay, Flaming. I'll catch you up as we go.
No.
One of the nice things about this game, Flaming, is very rarely are you rushed to make a decision. You can take your time and think things through in most cases.
What are we celebrating?
Our last mission.
I've heard that before.
This is the one. By the end of the day, all of us are gonna be fucking rich, but mostly you and me.
Haha, welcome, Black Dude.
It's another wreck.
It's not just any wreck. The UNN Urshinabi. Dropped off the map less than a week ago. No distress call. Those UNN pricks never come out this far unless they're carrying something special.
Aren't you one of those UNN pricks?
Easy. If I'm still one of those UNN pricks, then you're still an OPA traitor with Anderson Dawes' bounty on your head. But the past is the past.
The past is the past. Why didn't you take it? The bounty.
I knew you were worth more. Anybody who could piss off someone that dangerous must be pretty fucking valuable.
Okay, so before we start in, I have to lay a little groundwork for Flaming so he can kind of start to understand the universe that this is taking place in. You saw the year, right? So what happens, the way humanity at some point in the future begins to expand and colonize our own solar system. At the time the Expanse takes place, there are two major powers in the system, okay? One is Earth, which is actually now a united government. The UNN, the United Nations of Earth, have one government, one world government, just like the conspiracy theorists all say, right? Okay? And they work out of the UN building in New York. The other is Mars. At some point in the past, before all of this occurs, humans make it to Mars, they begin to settle Mars and colonize Mars, they begin to terraform Mars. And somewhere along the way, Mars declares independence from Earth, and I think there's even like a little war of some kind, and Mars ends up as an independent power. So the Earth and Mars are, think of them, just for lack of a better analogy, as the Americans and the Soviet Union in the Cold War, okay? For lack of a better way to put it. The Martians are not like communists, but like the idea is that they are two opposing sides of this struggle, okay? Now, in order to keep all of this working, right, the humanity has continued to push farther out and explore more and more planets. There are bases and colonies on the moons of Jupiter, such as Ganymede, okay? Even farther out, and so on and so forth. And I believe Titan is actually colonized as well, which is one of the moons of Saturn. So Humanity is literally spread all over the solar system. Now, if you know your geography, geography's not the right word, stellar cartography. If you know your stellar cartography, between Mars and Jupiter is a pretty hefty asteroid belt, okay? That belt starts to get mined for resources, right? And so humans begin to, yes, correct, 4BF, and so humans begin to spend more and more time living and working in space, farther and farther and farther away from the planets that bore humanity, right? And so you end up with the Earthers as a faction, the Martians as a faction, and then you have, literally by this point, generations of humans who were born, raised, lived, and died, and never set foot on a planet. They born, live, work, and die in space, in the outer planets. And so you heard him talk about the OPA. The OPA is the Outer Planets Alliance. The OPA is like a loose faction of different tribes, for lack of a better way to put it, because that's the thing. Mars and Earth are very centralized. They're very close together. They have a planet as a base. The OPA is spread all over the system. And you have to think about how vast of a space we're talking about. Exactly, the Belters. So you have Earth, Martians, and the Belters. But the Belters are a very fractious family. They're spread all over the system. They don't have a leader. They don't have a government. They don't really have a goal. But they are very much exploited and taken advantage of by what they call the inners, the inner planets, Earth and Mars. And so Earth and Mars are in this giant Cold War, and the Belters are almost treated as like an afterthought. But they're still humans, right? They're still people who need air and water and food, and all of which is very rare and hard to come by out where they live and work, to mine things and whatever and ship them back into the inner planets so that they can build navies and fleets and have their little dick measuring contest, right? For lack of a better way to put it, okay? So hopefully that kind of lays a little bit of groundwork. Those are the three big factions you're going to run into in the Expanse. Now, the fun thing is that they all have little cute nicknames for each other, and you're going to see those along the way. The Belters have almost another language. It's a patois. They have invented some of their own words. They've mashed certain words together. Most of them have a very peculiar accent. Anyways, Kamina Drummer here, who we're having the female here that we're having this conversation with, she's the lead character in this story. She is a Belter. I believe she was born on Ceres, which is an asteroid in the Kuiper Belt. I believe it's in the Kuiper Belt. And is now a major hub for trade and commerce and traffic between Mars and the outer planets. Galen Cox, who is the captain of the ship, is an Earther, and you're going to meet the rest of the crew as we go, and I'll point them out, and you'll probably be able to figure out pretty quickly, and the game will tell you where they're from, okay? So hopefully that helps you off a little bit. Okay, so we're talking about Kamina's past here. Anybody who could piss off Anderson Dawes must be valuable. Okay.
Anderson Dawes is a gangster and a killer. It's not hard to piss off a man like that.
That's who she used to work for.
His loss is my gain.
Just want to make sure you're not having second thoughts about our deal.
No, come on. We're equal partners. We pay the crew, the costs, and the overhead. The rest is 50-50. You and me. We've got a good thing going here. Nobody fucks with you, which means nobody fucks with me. And hell, if this score is what I think it could be, you've got the deal of the century. Now drink. Yam sang, or whatever the fuck you people say.
Close enough.
It would be rude not to drink the man's scotch. Is there? Okay. Not sure how to fix that, Black Duke. Maybe a quick reload? Could you reload Twitch? Maybe that'll fix it? It's not going out desynced from what I'm watching.
Time to rally the crew for Cox's last mission. I should start by briefing Khan.
Okay, so now we're going to get to meet the whole crew. Okay, good. All right, so we met Cox. Cox is the captain of our little ship here. We're on the command deck now. One of the things that the Expanse does almost better than any science fiction show you've ever watched is really dive into how humans would work, travel, and survive in space under gravity. Of course, there is no gravity, just naturally. So, but when a ship is under thrust, in other words, when its engine is running, if the decks are built in the correct orientation, i.e. perpendicular to the thrust, you create gravity. So you'll see guys walking around on decks when the ship is under thrust. When they're not, you'll hear them click. Let's see, yeah, so right now, this ship is under thrust because you can't hear the magnetic boots. You'll hear them later. Everyone in space wears magnetic boots so that they can stay grounded to the deck when they... Yeah, I know, right? Good times? So when they walk, you'll hear the boots click as they move on the metal deck. The other thing is these chairs, right? The human body can withstand, you know, what, 6-7 Gs of gravity, I suppose, realistically. Loki!
To Jurassic.
Thank you for the follow. Because we've seen that, right? Like, we've been sending people into space now for 50, 60 years, and you draw quite a few Gs on both launch and re-entry. The human body can handle that. But can it handle it for sustained periods? What if I have to do a high acceleration maneuver, a high gravity burn for a long duration? My body is not, the human body is not built for that, is it? So they have these couches that they'll sit in for high G maneuvers, that they're strapped in so stuff's not flying everywhere. And then there's actually these lines in the back is... they'll get drugs pumped into their system right at the neck to help counteract the gravity so they don't literally have a stroke and die because of the high gravity. All right, let's go meet our cheerful pilot, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is Khan.
Khan, new orders from the captain.
I know. He already sent me the coordinates.
Captain thinks that this could be...
Last score we'll ever need. Haul of a century. I got the pep talk from him.
What's our ETA?
It depends.
On what?
On how long you plan to waste my time.
She's so cheerful.
Oh dear. I made the lackey upset. Forgive me.
Yeah, pilot. Somebody's got to drive the ship, right? Now, it's funny, right? Because you can... She is very highly abrasive, obviously. And you can just... I've actually gone both ways with this choice before, but I think it's better if you just kind of laugh at her.
Fashang Fong, you will bet. I'll break through to you eventually.
You want to braid somebody's hair? Go find Maya. I'm busy. We're nearly there. The debris field is massive. It'll take me a minute to navigate. Somebody blew that ship to hell and back.
I should check the command console for more information on the Urshinabi. She's been chewing on that same cigar for weeks.
Hey, things are hard to find out here, sweetheart.
As the XO, it's my job to make sure the ship and its crew are in order. I keep a log on the ship and on our scavenge missions.
So this screen is available off and on throughout the game. You'll find other things, other logs you can download, and they'll all be registered in here. Sometimes they're just for information, fun backstory for the game. Sometimes there's actually like important information in here. So this is the ship that we're going to, the wreck of the ship we're going to explore. We're in Jupiter orbit. Nobody knows why they were here. Urshinabi is a wreck. UNM will likely send another ship to investigate, but that could take weeks. But you never know. Could be a valuable wreck. Okay. So here's the crew, right? We have the captain, of course. This is us, Kamina. Pilot, we just met. Khan, we have a medic, an engineer, and a couple of just all-around deckhands. So we see Arlen and Rayan are belters. Most everyone else is an inner in some form. Maya is from Mars. Virgil was born on Luna, the moon, which is fully colonized and has millions of people living on it in this era. And Khan, the pilot, and the captain are both Earthers. So Arlen, Rayan, and Kamina are the only belters on the ship. None of the universe really talks about what brought them here. You don't want to become a scavenger because things were going well. That's true. That's true. Ship diagnostics. All right, let's have a look. Now, this is one of the logs you can discover along the way, right? Everything's working. Fuel's getting kind of low. But yeah. You see why morale is perhaps not amazing, right? They've only got 23% fuel. Ship seems to be in working order, even though she's beat up from the outside. I'd assume she had an engineer, but Maya has only been aboard a month. Cox fired their last engineer 2 years ago. We'll have to find out who keeps the ship from falling out of the sky. And what do we got over here? Gunnery station.
Haven't had to shoot much, but we keep the PDCs fully stocked. Just in case.
So, starship weaponry basically falls into 3 different categories. You have torpedoes, which are basically just missiles, right? Long-range missiles, generally with nukes on the tips. Then you have railguns, electromagnetic accelerated high-velocity, slugs. But railguns are really only good for short-range combat. Because if you fire a railgun at someone and the range is long enough, they can see it coming and they can dodge. They can move the ship so the railgun... because the ranges you're engaging are thousands of kilometers, right? So this thing can only go so fast, you'll just slide out of the way before it gets there. So railguns are meant to be close-range weaponry. And then you have what they call PDCs. PDC is what you and I would think of today in a modern Navy as a phalanx cannon, right? It's a 6-barreled Gatling gun with a huge tub of bullets. Their main role is to shoot down opposing missiles, torpedoes. If the torpedoes are coming in, the point defense cannons, the PDCs, will shoot down the torpedoes. The torps are harder to dodge, that's correct. So that's why you want to try and shoot them down. Now, the other thing, the PDCs, of course, I'm still firing slugs. So if you're clever with PDC usage, you can actually use PDCs in an offensive capacity as well. But it takes a little more skill and is a little more challenging.
Find the rest of the crew. Arlen said he put all this away. What was it, 3 days ago? Lazy Gemini. Ship's diagnostics always come back good. The Artemis isn't much to look at, but she's built to last. Of course, Cox needs to get his beauty rest before he gets back to work, doing absolutely nothing.
The XO is always the person on the ship with the most to do. You see those little red lights on her heels? When the mag boots are engaged, those lights will be lit up, and you'll know she's on magnetic. Airlock prep log. Okay, what do we got here? Artemis log, mission log. Airlock. So this is a log of our recent missions, right? Derelict gas freighter, some scavenge, supposedly a rock hopper near Ganymede, didn't find anything. 2 scuttled cruisers, a little bit of salvage. Defunct restation on Triton, a little bit of scavenge. 2 missions a month. Supplies and morale are very low. Okay. What do we got over here? Airlock prep. So this is probably your...
suit up in the prep room with everyone.
Yep.
But I've seen Arlen's and Rayan's asses enough for one lifetime. Now I keep my back suit in my room.
So this would be like the locker room where you'd prep to, you'd put on your vacuum suit to go out into the vacuum.
Maya has a plan for this meditation session. She's going to bring her makeup kit and wait until Virgil gets into a deep trance and go to town on him. I may have to watch.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so this is medbay. And here's our medic.
Virgil. Virgil.
Exo drummer.
Usually medics only know enough to plug that thing in and rig up the morphine dispenser.
Well, I took a course in autodock repair during my residency. Useful for work outside the medical system. It's been giving me abnormal readings since series, but I finally know why. The laser crystal's badly occluded.
That sounds serious. Can we replace it?
We can, and should. Normally I wouldn't recommend it. I could always open people up the old-fashioned way. But the twins get into more mishaps than a normal crew. A high-quality gem would ensure that I'm ready for their next disaster. I assume you didn't come here to talk about crystals.
We have a new target.
What is it this time, El Dorado? The Fountain of Youth? Let me guess. The Falcon Horde of Venus?
The UNN Urshanabi. Cap believes there's something valuable on board. Something special.
Do we want to invite that kind of attention?
We'll be fine. In and out. No games.
I'll monitor any data you send back, and I'll be here to patch anyone up, should it come to that.
When Cox recruited me, a big selling point was the med bay and the medic. Not something you see on most scavenging ships.
Hard to believe in a crew of like 8 people, 7 people, whatever it is, you have someone who is a full-time, like, doctor, a legit doctor.
Should I be concerned that our medic thinks we need this many prosthetics? Does he know something I don't?
You're all gonna go home with new arms, Kamina.
No one on this ship likes to talk about their past. But Virgil is a real mystery. Only Cox knows his deal, and he's not saying.
We never have enough supplies, but Virgil always seems to make do.
Where do I look for a replacement crystal?
Aside from medical, high-end navigation or communication systems use them as well.
Okay, good to know.
Any other medic, and I'd assume he spent the day napping in this. Not this medic.
Spent the day napping in this. I love it. All right. So we've seen Medbay and we've met Virgil. Who else have we got? I can actually run through here if I push shift.
I wonder what angry pilot could have written this.
Somebody stole Khan's barbecue sauce. Uh-oh.
What's your excuse this time? You not getting enough sleep? You need some aqua caca, huh?
Ow! Just let me go. It just fell, okay?
What I tell you? Tinsha, you stupid prig! Quit fucking up!
Fellas.
Boss man, make him stop!
Shut it, Tokaka!
Enough of this, Falota! And you wonder why I have to treat you like Maliwala. We got a job, Baratnas. Listen up.
Nah, fuck that. I'm tired of rooting around in the dumpster for that Inya.
Cox promised us a real payday. He said, give me 3 months, and you never have to work again. He said,
this the next job. And he the boss man.
Just like Ceres. Bossing everyone around, only this time no dolls to keep you on the leash, yeah?
You know, it is lagging a bit, I see. Why is it doing that? Okay, I just caught it for the first time. Okay, I might have to turn something. Let me make a couple of adjustments here. Let's turn some things off. Okay, there we go. So it's probably the cam. It's the camera. I was having this problem with HLL. I know how to fix it. Give me a couple of seconds, guys, and I'm gonna turn the camera off, and I'm gonna fix this. I know how to do it. Give me a moment. That button. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and punch him, by the way.
This isn't Ceres. On the ship, I'm the XO.
Shit. I was only fucking with you, Kopeng. Come on, Baratna.
got him! You big trolls. I love you. Okay. Now, this may take a minute. Give me a sec. I'm gonna have to try. Okay. So now that that's working, hold on. I need to come back in here and just turn that off. Okay. So now I have to make a couple of minor adjustments. Give me a second, guys. Doot. Doot. Neat, 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 neat. Hell Let Loose is like this too. It's so resource intensive that I can't use the digital green screen that I get from Elgato. So I've got to do that. Okay. That should fix the stuttering issues mostly. We should be good to go now. All right, let me turn that off. There we go. Okay, that should clean it up. Now, let's come back to the game. So, you've now met the twins, the two other belters on the ship.
So far, none of the biomass that's gone through this recycler has been a crew member. I consider that a win.
So far, we haven't killed anyone. We haven't killed ourselves. All right.
Supplies are always tight on long jobs, but we're running low on even the basics now.
That's not a good thing necessarily. I scanned the refrigerator. All right, and what did we learn? Refrigerator access log. So far, the most communicative member of the ship has been the fridge. Okay, so Maya and Drummer are new to the crew. Everybody else has been together a while. Cox's late-night snacking habits. 3 a.m. and 11:30. Yeah, okay, that's pretty late night. There you go. This is one of my favorite little bits of things on the ship, guys.
Maya is making an effort to learn some Belter words, and Arlen is trying to help.
So, this is a little fun sheet of Belter slang, right? Right? Oye, oye ding, hello and goodbye. For the good, please. For the good, please. Taki taki, thank you. Imta nothing, you're welcome. It was nothing, right? Belta lauda, belters. Inya loda, inner planet folks. Kopang is friend. Boss Mang is your boss, right? And then you have the cursing at the bottom. So there you go. This is one of the most educational things you will find on the ship for learning Belter slang. So there you go. It's always here for you in the galley. You can come by and check it out.
Arlen is right. That Rayan can't keep his shit from breaking. It only makes my job harder.
Green screen is being stubborn. But I should expect that. Alright, we're almost done in here. Kibble. That's exactly right, Flaming.
Food in the belt is never fancy. But my stomach still turns when I look at this mush.
Alright, I think we've seen everything in the galley. Hang on one sec, guys. Mouse controls feel very...
Welcome.
Good times with the follow. Thank you much. I need to try and figure out if I can turn the mouse sensitivity up. Yes. It's kind of driving me crazy right now. I'm having to, like, swipe the mouse, like, a million miles. There we go. That's better.
ETA 5 minutes, drummer.
Will do, boss man. Headed back to my room to suit up now.
All right, now exploring the crew quarters is fun, because this also gives you a little bit of sense of everybody's personality. For example, remember the pilot. This is Khan's quarters. Khan has a Texas flag on the wall, by the way. Huge fan of this. Just had to point that out.
I bet she sniffs that box before she goes to bed.
And of course, her box of cigars, right? Over here, we have Rayan's room.
If he doesn't secure that thing before we come out of trust, we'll all be finding pieces in our beds.
Again. You know, these guys are like almost like teenagers, right? Like he's got, look at this, he's got like, you know, rock posters on the wall and stuff. Arlen's room is over here. No Inya allowed. I love the sign.
I told him he couldn't wear OPA symbols for the sake of crew unity. So instead, he displays it here, like a petulant child.
The OPA is an interesting organization because in the history of the universe, the inner planets, the Earth and Martian governments consider the OPA almost a terrorist organization because they've, in the name of the OPA, some pretty skanky people have done some pretty skanky things over the years. But they're so disconnected and it's almost impossible to, you know, pin them down and punish the group, right? Here's my personal favorite bit of graffiti. Look right below the light panel on the wall. He drew a penis and wrote Boss Mang. There's so many great little things in the crew quarters. Whoever did this section of the ship should just get like a high five. All right, that's my quarters. All right, so this is the quarters for our resident Martian engineer.
Maya fits in well for her first time in the belt, despite whatever philota this book taught her.
A Martian's Guide to the Belt, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Lang Belta. Adults only. Eros' top bars, brothels, and casinos. Wow, everyone should get a copy of that.
Somehow I am not surprised to learn that Maya keeps a copy of our ship's manual by her bedside.
It's smart. I mean, I'll be honest. If I was the lead engineer on a ship, I would keep that book pretty handy.
I never thought I'd get along with a Martian Marine.
Now,
but Maya hates the MCRN almost as much as I do.
This is interesting. One of the things about Maya's backstory is she is dishonorably discharged from the Martian Marine Corps for, as you can see, insubordination, dereliction of duty, sharing anti-Martian media, and fraternization. So, this is somebody who is out here because she actually, you know, she's from Mars, but she apparently doesn't like Mars very much. You can kind of gather that from her her letter there. Now, I want to go down and meet Maya briefly. I think we can do that. I think we can go down to the engine room, which should be over here. No? Storage. We haven't met Maya yet. She's the only member of the crew we haven't met. Mess hall, airlock, medbay. I guess we can't go down there just yet. Okay. Well, I guess we're not destined to meet Maya, so I'm going to go to my room and suit up because that's what I'm supposed to do, apparently. Objectives. Suit up. Yep. Okay. Good. So this, of course, is Drummer's room.
A little token of my childhood on Ceres.
The Martians are not technically communist.
It reminds me of that shit heap even more.
They are fanatical. Most Martians are fanatical. Imagine... Okay, so let me try to put Mars in context for you. Martians are basically born and raised with a fanatical devotion to the dream of Mars because they're trying to terraform the planet. That takes generations. The closest analogy I can come up with is the great European cathedrals, right? That literally took centuries to build. The guys that laid the foundation stones, the guys that built the archways, right? Knew when they were doing it, they were working 40, 50 years of their life on this thing, they would never live to see the completion of it. That's Mars. Mars, that special dedication of an entire society dedicated to one goal that most of them will never actually see the result of. And yes, 4BF, because there are fewer Martians, like by number, they fear the Earthers because they're outnumbered. And so they have a very technologically advanced, very capable, but smaller in number, smaller in size military than the Earthers do. Mars is Catholic. I'll allow it.
Dawes gave me everything. A job, a purpose, a community. Until he took it all away.
So Anderson Dawes was someone that Kamina used to work with on Ceres, one of the OPA leaders, but they apparently had some kind of falling out.
Even with everything he's done to me, I would never turn Dawes into UNN forces. Took every yen I had to get off Ceres without Dawes or Star Helix noticing.
So she's basically broke coming into this.
Never had time for dating on Ceres. Now I've got plenty of time.
And no one to date. Low gravity, no pressure. I love this. Even in the future, you have automated dating sites. Check it out. I know. She's got a rough life, man. She's broke. Nobody in her life.
I got a lot closer to a captain's chair than I would have expected. And a lot further away from anything else.
The sheet says beginners something orbital mechanics. That's pretty advanced math. Beginner's space flight, orbital mechanics. Here you go. All right, chat. This is your quiz for the day. You have homework. I need the answer to this question within 5 minutes. Let's go. If Sally launches into orbit with a perigee of 8,500 kilometers and an apogee of 2,500 kilometers, calculate the altitude above Ceres where Sally has reached a point 90 degrees past perigee. And go. You're on the clock now. Come on, guys. I know some of you work for NASA. Let's make this happen. I'm so disappointed. Ah, flaming. You're fired. Okay, let's go ahead and suit up. That'll push the plot forward here. I think Sally is doomed.
Where are you going to go, Kamina? Huh?
Anywhere but here. With anyone but you.
Hate me all you want. You are many things, Beltalowda, but you are not a traitor. You love your belt. And right now, Belt is me.
Here's Maya. So we'll meet Maya now.
I'm busy. You're late. Quit tinkering and get your helmet. We're about to push off.
Fucking make me.
Typical Martian. With the mouth that only knows how to kiss ass and spew caca. I already beat Arlen's ass today. Guess Virgil can handle one more patient.
So this is how combat in this game works. You have these little moments where they flash. You got to hit this button, and you have to do it in the right amount of time.
For this. You'd have to catch me first.
Cutting thrust. Prepare to enter float in 3, 2.
Come on. Let me hear it.
You got me.
Fuck yes. Finally.
They're keeping a tally.
For a minute. I thought you had me again.
That was a good move. But if we were playing for keeps, I would have headbutted you at the end there.
And if we were playing for keeps, I would have smashed your brittle belter bones up against the ceiling.
Don't believe everything they taught you in the Martian Navy. My bones are just as strong as yours.
I didn't believe a single thing they taught me at that fascist brainwash factory.
Okay, well.
That's why I'm here with you brittle bitches.
That kind of settles how Maya thinks of her home, apparently.
Arlen and Rayan have begun breaching the airlock off the bridge. Once we're in, we are going
Holy shit, Io! Usually Io is covered up by these dust streams that fire off from its poles after volcanic activity. But it's clear as day.
It's hard for me to look at these moons without thinking about the Earther research colonies exploiting all the resources on them and giving nothing to the belt.
That's fucked up.
That's the world we live in, sweetheart.
I usually only look for what could kill me out here. But it's nice getting to see it through your eyes. Even if they're the eyes of an inner who doesn't know her ass from her oxygen bulb.
You mean an inner who pile-drived your ass into a ceiling, right?
Let's head out. Just remember to...
Woohoo!
So now we're going to get into some of the fun parts of the game. Now, a significant portion of the game is going to be exploration of derelicts and hulls that are empty, right? And you do a lot of this on your own.
As I was saying, remember to keep your weight back when you land.
Still, not bad for an inner who's barely been in the belt for a month, hey?
Reminds me when Rayon and I were learning to spacewalk. One time, he crashed right into the hull and shit his vac suit.
Shut it! Koya!
Whoa. Airlock is open, Exo.
Good. Let's see what we have in here.
Doesn't look very exciting.
Fucking table scraps.
Ah! Fuck!
Well, that's not normal.
Yo, Baratna. Shit's crazy.
Just breathe. Keep your head down. It's okay.
Now say puke in your soup, eh? That you won't choke to death on your own sick.
Well. Okay. After they killed them, somebody came through and beheaded all the bodies on the ship.
Enough. Whoever put out this welcome gift for us is long gone. And they left behind a big-ass ship that must have some valuables still on it. So get scavenging.
You all have your orders. Hurry up and do your job so we can get back home.
Okay, then.
Ooh. If I stare at these too long, I might be the one throwing up in my soup.
Yeesh. So this is the bridge of the Urshinabi. Ah. Drive analysis. This is a frigate reported stolen 2 years ago. 12 torpedoes, 5 PDCs. Oh, this is the driver signature of the ship that attacked. The ship that attacked us. Okay. Ship that took them down was a stolen UNN frigate. This attack was the work of pirates. They've already stolen one UNN ship. Okay, there we go. So this ship was destroyed by another UNN ship that was under the command of, well, someone very vicious, apparently. Oh, here we go.
It's not like the pirates took down some creaky old ship. This thing was practically brand new.
Built at Bush Shipyards, Leonidas-class frigate, 2336. So she's about 10 years old. Shinabi. Why do I feel like I should know that name?
I've got an intact QPU here.
Nice find.
Okay. Found some salvage. Because I'm on mag boots, every surface is a surface that I can walk on, right? As long as I have a path, I can just literally walk right up the wall. So that's the airlock we came in. That's the bridge. We were just in there. That door doesn't go anywhere we can go, apparently. All right, so this is the only way that I can keep moving. So. Containment
Fuel,
vault.
oxygen, scrap metal, wiring. If we can use it or sell it, it goes in here.
When you find stuff floating in these open areas like this, yeah, watch. If I bump into it, it'll just float away. Do you mind the heads? If I go back, let's see. I bet if I go back to the bridge, I can make one of them move around. Let's go have a peek. You probably can. If I just go run up through them, I bet I can. The physics in this game are pretty good. Yeah, see? I can just knock them all over the place. See? That's not disturbing at all, is it?
Pirates tore this place apart. But pirates aren't
gruesomely funny is a good way to put it. Lift off with space. So if I hit space, I will disengage my mag boots, and now I am on maneuvering jets in 0G. So now I can literally look in any direction. If I want to reattach to a flat surface, I just look at it and turn my boots back on.
Looks like the crew didn't surrender their heads to the pirates without a fight. Keep an eye out for trouble while you're setting up the containment vaults.
You ever cut anybody's head off, Fixo? Back when you ran with Dawes?
One time, I cut a man's eyes out when he looked at me funny.
For real?
Sure did. Wore them as earrings the next night.
Bashang Fong.
Rayan cracks me up because Arlen is like Rayan is naive, it feels like, right? And Arlen is like it feels like the older brother, right? And Rayan is like, oh, did you really? And Kamina's like, oh yeah, I totally wore his eyeballs as earrings. And he'll just buy it, right? It's hilarious. Okay, so we'll take our maneuvering jets here.
There must have been one hell of a battle here. Doesn't look like a typical pirate attack to me.
I agree. Maybe they were looking for something big and couldn't find it. Left the heads to try and scare off anyone else.
Or maybe they were a bunch of psychotic Pashangwalas.
Get your ass moving and we won't have to find out.
The other thing it just told me is that I can use Q and E to rotate along kind of my axis here as I float. With this transition piece, I can just literally run right up the wall.
This looks like a fabricator of some kind. Maybe for material printing? Do we...
Yes! Gimme, gimme!
The engineer's like, oh, hell yeah, I need that. Oh, hello.
Okay, time to scavenge.
Drummer, looks like the officers section is still intact. Go check it out.
On it.
You know the military. The brass always hoards the best shit.
Let's hope so.
Now, one of my favorite things about this game is when you get into these scavenging situations, sometimes you have a little more room to play. Just look at that. Like, this is stunning. Now, the other thing you're going to learn, you see these little flashing beacons. That gives you an idea of places to look for entries into the ship. So this one flashing up here tells me that there might be something up here worth investigating. Let's go have a peek.
We place these nav beacons on every ship we explore. They're supposed to
exactly
help me
right,
cover the
Flaming.
space and find more valuables. But usually I just go with my gut.
There is something down here. What do we got? Tight beam laser.
I bet the crystal in this laser system could work for the autodock.
Ah!
Hope it's still intact.
Our medic wanted a laser crystal. I bet this will do it for us. There we go.
Virgil, guess what I found for you?
A new laser crystal? Oh, perhaps some dried mushrooms.
Your first guess was right.
Thank you, XO. With the autodock repaired, I'll be able to bisect a human torso in less than a second.
Let's not get too excited.
That's not something to be excited about, man. Now, there's another beacon down here I want to explore. Let's go check this out. I missed that. You can run when you're flying, too. That's good to know. What's in here? A beheaded body.
While I hunt for valuables, Arlen and Rayan are back there, grabbing every piece of scrap metal they can pry away. How's the search going?
You do, Flaming.
Not much to find in this sea of caca. You?
Haven't found much so far.
You hear that, Varadna? EXO got the easy job inside, and she still can't find Folota.
Oh, it must be so hard for you, finding sheets of metal on the hull of a ship.
On this wreck, yeah. So much PTC damage. It's nothing but holes.
So I've got a side entrance over here, but I'm going to go around and go in the front in a minute. I wanted to investigate this container.
OPA graffiti on the outside of the containment vault? How dumb can you get? Hey, you want to tell me why there's OPA graffiti on our containment vault?
Why not? You used to run things on series. Don't you support the OPA?
The OPA has a lot of enemies. And you just stuck their symbol where anyone can see it. You think that's smart?
She's got you there, Baratna.
Yeah, fine. But I'd rather be brave than smart.
You'd rather be dead than smart, apparently.
We know. Just paint it over.
So the game will let you make, if you have a like 90 to 90 degree turn and you're walking, you cannot make that transition. But if there's like a 45 piece in there, it'll let you just walk from one wall to the other. That's what happened as I went around the edge of the container there. Somewhere over here is an entrance. There it is. Oh, another beheaded body. Stay classy.
Clean palladium in this recycler.
Good pull, drummer. UNN officers always keep a backup water recycler for themselves.
You were a UNN officer. Do you have a backup recycler for yourself?
Of course not. I drink the same cloudy sludge as the rest of you.
Here we go. So here's a map of the ship. Now, one of the mild criticisms that the game has kind of come under is that the Urshinabi is not laid out the way a ship should be. You remember me talking about ships in the Expanse are laid out perpendicular to the engine. So if the engine is accelerating you in this direction, the decks run like this. So that way when you're under thrust, you have gravity to walk around in the ship on. The Urshinabi looks like it's laid out incorrectly, right, for whatever reason. And so there's been some criticism I've seen on some places about that, but it's pretty mild. I'm like, yeah, all right, it's a little mistake. Get over yourselves. But you can see where we came in right here. The bridge was here. The ship, we came back through this area. This looks like a mess hall. The ship was kind of broken apart here in the center, and we're right now here in this corridor. We came in kind of over here, and now we're right here in this T-junction, headed back towards, looks like officer country back here.
This map would be helpful if all the pieces were still together. No such
I know,
luck.
Flaming. I know.
I did run a phase array scan. Everything matched the LiDAR, except for one gap in the captain's quarters.
I'll check it out when I get in there. Arlen and Rayan's experience hauling minerals on Vesta has been a big help, even when they annoyed the hell out of me.
Commanders, this is Private Takabe. The pirates have asked me to report the following. All crew members, except for those barricaded in the officers' quarters, have been killed or captured. The pirates do not wish to kill anyone else. If you open the gate now and allow them to complete their search, no more lives will be lost. And if you do not comply, oh God, please don't.
I don't think I believe that. Okay, well, nice people.
So, about that. It's a fingerprint lock. You're going to need to find the right hand. An officer.
The baka.
Good news. The logs show that there was one out in the crew mess hall. Second Corporal Horowitz.
All right.
Who wouldn't have been an officer.
Might be difficult to get his body back to the door, though.
Don't need all of him.
Don't need his whole body. I just need his hand. I love that. It's like, you need a fingerprint to open that door. You're going to have a hard time hauling his body back. No, I don't need but this.
Microwave energy gun. Not a bad choice for persuading someone to open a door.
One of the things about this game is you've got to learn to look up. They like to hide things in the ceiling.
Nice find.
Thanks. It appears I have one advantage over the pirates that were here.
What's that?
I know how to look up.
Skinnies. Bigoted asshole. He still didn't deserve to die like this.
We're being boarded. Don't know how they got past. Keep them anywhere. So you remember me telling you that each of the different factions has like a kind of a skanky nickname for the others. Both Earth and Mars will sometimes refer to the Belters as skinnies. In the television show, they have a hard time doing this because it's just not feasible. But they make it pretty clear, I think, in the books that because of their prolonged exposure and growth to, like body development in microgravity, Belters are taller and thinner with more lightweight bones than humans who are born in a gravity well, like Earth or Mars. So one of the nicknames they have is they call them skinnies, which is like apparently like an epithet, right?
Hey, Khan. You've been flying a long time. Ever seen anything like this before?
Nah, but when it comes to pirates,
Ugh,
nothing
get out of my way.
surprises me. They're all monsters.
Sounds personal.
Put it this way, we ever capture one alive, all I need is 10 minutes and my torch blade. The ship would smell like barbecue for weeks.
Hashang.
Khan is hilarious.
Last time Khan smoked a cigar on the ship, Maya had to spend half the day cleaning out the air filter. Not a lot of particulates in the air filter. Virgil, how long do you think the bodies have been like this? A couple of days?
That's my assumption, after analyzing the footage of the heads and the remnants of the precipitating battle.
What can you tell me about the heads, medically speaking?
From the uniformity of the incisions, it seems clear they were done post-mortem. Very difficult to be precise if the victim is fighting back.
All right, so I have some kind of temperature log here. Temperature gauge in the compartment. Ah, okay. Yeah, we had a bit of a problem. You can see where we breached and went to and exposed to vacuum here. Minus 270C. That'll do it. They're chopped off, medically speaking. Yes, exactly. I like how she'll just react. She'll just reach her hand out and knock stuff out of the way.
To Jurassic Park.
Beard, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I'm actually going to use this exit over here. All right, I got to find the mess hall. Now, the mess hall, according to the map, should be back in the main section of the ship. I came out of that green beacon over there. The red beacon was where I found the laser crystal. This white beacon should be probably away into the mess hall. Let's go have a peek. That's my guess, anyway. Here we go.
Europa's Bane. Anyone heard of it?
It's one of Toussaint Zapata's ships.
Ah, fuck. Should've known.
Who is that?
Latest pirate flavor of the month. Led a mining strike on Europa. Stole a few ships. Now self-employed as a full-time murdering psychopath.
UNN has been giving her a wide berth. If she wanted to take out this ship, it means she had a good reason.
Or she's just a murdering psychopath.
Khan's pretty focused on this.
Thanks. Maya, I'm in the mess hall. Time to find an officer.
I've linked the personnel records to your terminal. Try scanning the bodies and see if you get a match.
Looks like the crew tried to mount a defense here. For all the good it did.
Those poor people. This is awful. Have you ever seen anything like it?
No.
Not even on series?
Not even on series.
I think if you went around beheading people on series, Star Helix would notice.
Shang.
Check the shoulders. UNN officers have those fancy bars.
I wonder if Toussaint was here herself. Or if she stayed back on the ship like some other captains I know.
Another pirate corpse. That makes 2 in here.
Better than none.
You know anything else about this Toussaint? Where she's from?
The thing about murderous, rampaging pirates, they tend to be a little mysterious.
I know pirates are vicious, but this is...
You hear stories about people who spend too long off station. Go Bic Pegal.
Bic Pagal? My belter is...
It means really fucking crazy.
This much violence seems pretty Bic Pagal to me. Can you hurry up?
Working on it.
That's the one. Poor Earther.
Sorry about this, old chum.
Sorry about this.
Sorry about this, old boy.
Fuck!
Rayan, what's happening?
An accident. My leg. It's the
Flota, you're the accident.
Keep
You're
holding.
the accident.
I'll be right there.
I love that. You're the accident, you
Drummer.
loser.
Whatever mess he's got himself into, make sure the containment vault is secure. We cannot afford to lose it.
Captain, Rayan's back suit is...
Not now! Drummer, get your ass over there.
On my way.
All right, guys, we're about to have our first big choice moment. Here it comes.
My leg. Samalo, drummer. Samalo.
Hold still. We'll see what we can do. What happened?
Unexploded charge, I think. Pirates must have left it behind.
Pashang, you didn't scan first?
Drummer, his suit is punctured and losing pressure. You need to release the vault and patch him now or he could die.
Belay that. That vault has O2, fuel, armaments. We can't afford to lose it.
Here we go, guys. All right. It's still stuttering on me, even with the green screen. Oh, I know why. Hold on. I can fix this. Give me a moment. Oh, hello. Oh, I got really big. Okay, hold on a minute.
In case anybody wanted to count your nose hair.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. No, not that. There we go. Okay, that'll fix some of the stuttering. Okay, so guys, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run a poll. We're gonna run a chat poll. You guys are gonna decide how we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna write them in here just as they appear in the game. All right. And if you want to stack the deck, I'm going to set it up so you can spend extra amber, extra channel points on the decision. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. You got a little time to think. You don't have to decide right this instant. There's the poll. Okay, guys, what are we doing? Your choice. Are we losing the leg or losing the vault? I'm not going to look. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and just chill here. You get to choose, you get to vote, and you can throw more points at whichever option you want to see. Swanee. What are you giggling at?
I'm just, you know, Kilroying it.
Oh, yeah. You guys can't see Ginger. She's off. Well, you can kind of sneaking. Yeah, there you go. She's the disembodied hand. There she is. Like Cousin It?
No, Thing. Cousin It was the hair.
Cousin Thing, my bad. Cousin It was the hair. Yeah. Hang on. Are you guys... Wow. Okay, somebody really wants that leg gone.
That guy's leg.
And that guy's leg! Who is that? I can actually see the breakdown. Oh, no, I can't. It's not showing it to me. Okay, that's fine.
Probably after the poll.
That's fine. All right, guys. Again, this is going to run a couple of minutes. Make sure you get your vote in. You can, again, if you've got a lot of channel points and you want to keep the vault, you want to lose the vault, that's fine. That's all you. You do right. Go right ahead. It's set up that way intentionally.
Do you want anything from downstairs?
I'm good for the moment. Thank you. I've got me a snack over here for later if I need it.
Okay, cool. Just let me know.
Yeah. I should probably cut these down to 60 seconds in the future. I'll probably do that. Next time. I think I ran this one for 2 minutes and it's still going. There we go. Somebody's trying to... Oh, look at this. Somebody's coming in. Look at this. Somebody's like, no. Keep his leg. Keep his leg. Ooh, now it's getting exciting. Oh, all right. So, the leg. We're losing Rayan's leg. The vote is over. We're losing Rayan's leg. Feels bad, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so next time we do this, I'm going to run that for 20... I'm going to run that for 60 seconds, okay? But for now, you guys have chosen to lose Rayan's leg. So here we go. We're going to lose the leg as soon as I get the mouse in the right place. No. Come on. Here we go. What is happening? There we go. All right.
Send Virgil. No. I'm sorry, Rayan. We're going to have to remove the leg.
No, you're crazy.
We need these supplies to survive. I wish there was another choice.
What are you doing?
Lowering the oxygen intake. It's no morphine, but it'll help.
No, Drama. I can't.
Be strong, Telltale.
Woo!
Word up, Barata. Be strong.
Yikes! I'm never going into space with you guys. Oh, yikes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Now she's gonna use a blowtorch to cauterize the wound. Oh, man. That is brutal.
Where's Virgil?
That is
He's on his way.
brutal.
His brain's stable and his suit is pressurizing. Your patch should hold until he's back on board.
Wow.
Did good, drummer. Virgil's entering your sector now. Best thing you can do is hurry up and finish the search so we can get out of here.
Wow. Woo! Space is rough, kids. Hang on a minute. Stupid camera. There we go. Space is rough, y'all. Man. Going to space with you guys is just rude. Alright. Alright, let's go open this door to the officers' quarters and see if we can figure out what's going on around here. Oh yeah, they voted for him to lose the leg. Deadmeat tried to come in at the end and like spend a bunch of points to vote it up to keep the leg, but time ran out on him. Yeah, chat's rude. Chat's vicious. You should have seen me as an XO in the Navy. All right then. It's gonna be that kind of day, is it, in chat? All right, let's do this. All right, so guys, we're gonna have another choice coming up in a very short amount of time. So I want you to be kind of on the ball. I'm gonna run that one for 60 seconds. So if you're gonna be spending channel points on it, think about that. Ew.
You're in. Let's see what these UNN big shots kept to themselves.
Captain, I'm prepping Mr. Morozov for surgery. Thanks to your steady hand, the incision is well cauterized.
Will he be all right?
Minimal vacuum exposure and blood loss. He's a very lucky man.
Thanks, Virgil. Glad you were here.
Okay. So we're in the officers' quarters now. What do we got going on in here?
They suddenly didn't give up the ship without a fight. They don't even get to finish their last words. What's a UNN escort ship doing alone out here? There's nothing to escort.
Fair question.
Besides the pirates, there's no signs of ships in the vicinity.
So they must have been traveling alone. Interesting.
What would bring a ship so far from Earth?
Something valuable that the pirates couldn't find, but you will.
They torched all their data. Standard up, but unfortunate for us. Even with the skeleton crew, the UNN would have massively outnumbered the pirates.
Yeah, big time.
And still, the pirates cut right through them.
Hmm. Well, we did get Virgil a crystal, Swanee, so that's good. He'll have that for later if he needs it. Ah, now I have to go get it. Okay.
Khan, I have something for you. It's a surprise.
The biggest surprise would be 10 uninterrupted minutes without your voice in my ear telling me how to do my job.
Okay.
Can you give me that?
It's my job to double-check everything. That lets you focus on your job, which apparently is making my life miserable.
Hold that thought. I need to take a shit. Will you remind me to wipe my ass in 10 minutes?
You know what? Forget about the surprise.
Ungrateful wench. I think we found the captain.
Found the captain. Well, most of him.
Fucking savages.
Looks like a personal key card. I should find wherever it opens. Found a key card on the captain. Not sure what it's for, though.
Check his room? Maybe he has a safe somewhere that pirate scanners wouldn't have picked up.
This is Christian Avasarala, Deputy Undersecretary for Peace Operations. I am denying your request for additional support against Belter hostiles. Captain, you lead a well-armed battleship against a single pirate frigate. You outnumber them 5 to 1. I don't give half a fuck what ghost stories you have heard about this Captain Tucson. Do your fucking job, or you can hand me your bars directly when you return to Earth to do whatever disgraced soldiers do after they have been retired. Regards, Christian Avasarala.
I love Christian. So, Flaming, you haven't seen the television show, but Avasarala is one of the best characters on the TV show. She's amazing.
This one didn't see any other way out.
Okay, that guy blew his brains out.
I've heard some Earthers find it therapeutic to fly with something that reminds them of life at home. Plants, soil,
stuffed animal carcasses.
Hey, Cap, you need any dead animals for your desk?
Why the fuck would I? Probably still has rabies.
Think of it as a gift. I saw it and was reminded of how you just stand there and watch us do all the work.
Leave that thing where it is, or you'll be standing there watching us take off without you.
You can feel the love between these two.
I'm no art snob, but I don't think most paintings are done on iron. There you are. Earthers like to visit the parts of their planet that they haven't destroyed yet.
Classy.
Maybe something good on here. Or maybe a lot of dick pics. Guess we'll see. Cap, found something that could be something. Transmitting now.
Fuck. That's a lot of data. All right. Load up the crew and head back. I'll see if there's any gold in this shit pile. Drummer?
Yeah, boss man.
Khan's picking up a short in the fusion coupling. She needs you to take a look.
Now? Is that necessary?
It is, if you want to put this wreck behind us.
I'm on it.
Ooh, that's pretty.
You'd think with a name like Artemis, we'd eventually hit our target.
So this is a PDC, Flaming. You can see that, I mean, you know, you've got what, like a six barreled, you know, you're throwing probably depleted uranium slugs or something, right? Like they're just point defense. Literally, they're just like
Despite Khan's nickname,
Sea-Whiz.
This cannon hasn't killed anything yet. It did break up some pretty large debris, though.
All right, where's this ladder? Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong. It's down over here, apparently. Ah, there's the ladder. There we go.
This is Drummer. Preparing to access the fusion coupling. Stand by. Maya. Maya. The volcano. You have to see this. Maya? Is everything...
Cox, that son of a bitch. Bastard's trying to leave me behind.
Yeah. Balata. This is Drummer. Come in. What the fuck is going on? Someone respond. Cox.
Yeah. Captain tried to kill you and get your share, sweetheart.
This is the way of it. We all know that. Death is part of the pact we make when we venture into the belt. Drummer was one tough bitch. With her past, I figured she would survive anything. But none of us is immune to the realities of life out here. I know Kamina Drummer. And she wouldn't want us wasting our oxygen on mourning.
You're right. I want you wasting your oxygen sucking bullets.
Get to work. That's the Drummer I know. She'd be looking ahead to the next score, the next burn.
That's right, boss man. I keep my eyes forward. But that makes it a lot harder to watch my back. It's over. You're fucked, Pampa.
How the hell did you...
Sabakawala tried to torch me. Lured me down to the thrusters, hit the engine. Play it off like it was an accident. I bet he was up in the bridge alone before coming down here, yeah?
So what? I was setting new coordinates. How was I supposed to know you were on the hull?
Why don't we pull up the radio logs from the server? Shouldn't take long.
Now I understand. Y'all see what's happening? Drummer's making her move. I always wondered when she would.
Why did you do it? Was there something on that drive I found?
Can you believe this bullshit? You've been planning this since you first stepped on board this ship, haven't you? Mutinous bitch.
I don't care what the rest of you think. Cap tried to kill me.
Arlen, Rayan, take her down to the brig. She's gonna pay for this traitorous bullshit. Do it!
Maybe he right, Drama. You can be pretty rough on your crew sometimes. But Beltalowda ain't nothing if we sell each other out to Inyas. Nah. I don't think so, Pampa.
Damn skinnies. I should have known. Everybody stay where you are. Stand back. This is still my ship.
Why don't you put that gun down, Captain? We're all crew here. We may be scavengers, but we're not criminals. We follow protocol. We solve disputes with words, not violence. That's how we keep our humanity.
Oh, Virgil. Cox is an Earther.
Gun, Captain.
So is Virgil. But Virgil's a lot more naive. He clearly hasn't been in the belt very long.
She's gonna kill me.
No one is gonna kill you.
I won't be so sure about that.
Arlen! Good job,
I'm warning
Arlen.
you all.
Captain, it'll be okay if you just...
Bullshit. Tell it to the skinnies, not me. You want to see what happens to you when they're in charge of this ship? Maybe we should tell them who you really are.
Fuck!
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Virgil, this is not your fault, but we need you now.
What happened to do no harm, asshole?
Oh, you guys
Are you
don't want the
okay?
answer to that question.
Good. I'll man the bridge while you sort out this shit show.
Just don't touch anything! I'll be right there! As soon as Dr. Dipshit here is finished.
She's so pleasant.
I did everything for you, drummer. I could have turned you over to Dawes 100 times, but I didn't, because we made a deal.
Our deal is dead.
You tried to kill me, fool. Oh, you're gonna get more con next mission, Flaming. You're gonna love it.
Oh, no. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
Take him to the airlock.
Oh, no. No, drummer. No, let me go. Drummer, no. Please, drummer, no. No.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Listen, come on.
I love that. I love that look with the shadows on her face and her hands behind her back. That's a great move. That's a great look for her.
Listen to me, damn it. Drummer, listen to me. The coordinates on that data drive, they're for the MK core. You've never heard of it, that's exactly my point. Look, you were right, okay? I did try and take you out. I've heard how you ungrateful fucks all talk about me. Why should I let you cash in now?
'Cause we're your crew, dumbass.
But really, I wanted the profits for myself. Because this score, drummer, this is the greatest score any scavenger has ever come across.
How could you possibly know that?
I've been at this a long time. When there's a treasure this big, I make it my business to know about it. Look, when you find what's at the other end of those coordinates, the whole system will be on your ass. You'll need me if you want any chance of unloading it. I'm a bastard, okay? I know. But I'm not crazy. Throw me in the brig. You'll be glad I'm still here when the time comes. Listen to me, damn it. Drummer, listen to me.
All right, chat, here we go. It's time once again for you to choose. Here we go. I'm gonna put him in here just like you see him on the screen. You can space him, or you throw him in the brig. All right, I'm going to run this for 60 seconds, and you can put more votes in by spending channel points if you wish. There we go. Poll is up. You have 60 seconds. What are we doing? Are we going to space him or brig him? Ooh, pretty even right now. Looking interesting. Ooh, dead even right now. Ooh, space him in the lead. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A lot of people want to see this guy in the vacuum. A lot of people want to see this guy eat vacuum. Ooh, throw him in the brig, taking the lead now. Ooh, this is a tough vote. You guys really don't like him. Somebody really doesn't like this guy. This is fun to watch. This is really fun to watch these bars going. Ooh, time's ticking away. Space him ekes out a narrow win at the end. 51-49 to space him. There you go. 4BF really apparently wanted this guy to die. There you go. So Telltale, this, for me, this is my second playthrough of the first few episodes. But for chat, most of these guys have never seen it before, so I'm letting them do all the voting, okay? I have not played the 5th episode, so when we get there, it'll be new to me as well. Swanee. All right. You guys voted space him. You know what that means. Out the door he goes.
Done.
Ooh, that's creepy.
What now?
The secret romanceable Cox ending. Yeah, because he was certainly pretty lovable dude.
We've been locked. Cox forgot to hide our drive signature.
Hashang, of course he did.
Correct, 4BF.
Captain?
Captain Drummer, what are your orders? Captain Drummer, what are your orders?
Oh, that's messed up, Telltale. All right, so we're not going to sit through the credits. Obviously, we'll go ahead and skip those. Now, one of the fun things at the end of each mission, each of the episodes, you get to see how your choices compare to the choices made of all the other people that have played the game as well, which is really fun. Most people seem to take the drink, which is good. You don't want to waste good scotch, right? Like, I don't care whether you're on Earth or in space. Good scotch is good scotch. You do not waste it. Most people punched Arlen. I mean, I kind of wanted to punch Arlen for real, so getting Drummer to punch him sort of made sense. Most people beat Maya in the early going. Now, apparently, this is something that I've never managed to find. There's apparently somewhere there you can... I don't know how to get this prank to come up. I've never had it actually happen to me in the 2 or 3 times I've played through this mission, so I'll have to figure that out somewhere along the way. You guys were in the minority. You guys voted to cut off his leg. Most people aren't that cruel, so well played, chat. You are cruel, vicious bastards. And you're in the minority. Most people didn't space Cox either. Look at that. Y'all are vicious. You cut off Rand's leg and you spaced Cox. That's crazy. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. Seriously. Yikes.